Did it go live or is it tripping? Did it go live or is it tripping? What the fuck is going on? Is it live or is it tripping? Is it live? Shit. It's time to turn up. It's time to dance at this thing live. It's time to dance at this thing live, baby. This motherfucking shit live. It's time to dance. It's time to boogie, goddamn. It's live. It's time to boogie in this motherfucker. We turned up in here. Turned up in this bitch. Oh my goodness. I'm back. Oh my God. They thought they had me, but we back in this bitch. Hey, look here. All you haters. I can't stand you some bitches. All you haters that did all that hating. It took a while, but I'm back. This a shot for you punks. This a cold one for you. I'm back, baby. I'm back up in this thing. Yeah, back like we never left. It's gonna be 2 channels back. Hey, I've been making plans. Ooh. I've been making plans. Don't worry, cause I love you. I'm high to the motherfucker. Hey, check this out. Check this out. You haters, I got this song for you. I got this for you right here. Hold on, Auntie. Hold on, Auntie. Hold on, Auntie. Look at Auntie. Auntie got low on the air. Hold on, Auntie. Hold on, Auntie. We got it. Huh? Oh, they got the babies in this motherfucker too. What the hell? Call the police. Call the police. They got the babies in here too. There ain't no seatbelts on. God. Hey, Auntie, I was rocking with you, but there ain't no seatbelts, Auntie. There's a lot of baby kids in that motherfucker, Auntie. Ain't no seatbelt, Auntie. What the hell we doing? Hey, anybody seen that junkie? What happened to that junkie going live? That junkie say, I'm gonna expose everything in the morning. Bitch ass nigga, you on the way to Cleveland. You were supposed to be exposing everything in the morning. But guess what you didn't do? You ain't exposed nothing. Did they send you back to Cleveland? I bet you Gilbert woke up and saw that shit. Kenyon was on the way to his house. That son bitch hurry up and haul ass back to Cleveland that night. I think that bitch in Cleveland already. He must have already had his plane ticket. You ain't gonna punk me, Kenyon. That motherfucker had his bags packed and shit. His bags was right there in the corner. Yeah. You ain't gonna punk me, Kenyon. He putting on his book bag and shit. Hold on. Yeah, Kenyon. Bitch ass nigga. You ain't gonna punk me. Shit. I bet you that. Bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna get on this plane, bitch nigga. I mean, yeah. Yeah. You ain't gonna punk me. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. You ain't gonna tell me what to say. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. Yeah, that's because he at home, bitch. If Kenyon was still at that in front of you, you would have been head down. You see the pussy popping, bitch ass nigga. You'd been head down. Now let's get back to this ratchet ass shit. Oh, y'all.
One of y'all call the police. Anybody?
Call the police.
It shouldn't be.
Call the police.
Find the van with the doors wide open, blasting Young Miami, and the kids in the back.
We back, baby.
Doors wide open. And me and my girl can call CPS in the morning.
Call them. We back.
We gotta put an end to this shit before it affect us years from now. I don't want to get scam boosted.
Me either. Hold on. Get him, Auntie. Hold on, y'all. I gotta show y'all something. Let me show y'all something, man. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. show y'all something. Hey, what the fuck taking this one so long? Here we go. Show y'all something. Here's something y'all might not have known. You know what I'm saying? Mine. Oh, I look like I'm leaning and shit. Hold on, nigga, stand up straight. The fuck wrong with you? Leaning and shit. Leaning to the left. What the fuck wrong with you? Nigga, get your posture together. They put this thing up on a pillow or something.
The internet was rallying behind Alicia Brown after horrific Ring camera footage surfaced, showing hip-hop legend Big Tigger allegedly assaulting her in their driveway. Tigger was slapped with handcuffs, and Alicia was granted a protective order and full custody of their kids. But in a plot twist nobody saw coming, Alicia is now the one behind bars. Late Monday night, Georgia State deputies executed a dramatic felony traffic stop on Interstate 85, boxing in Alicia's SUV. It turns out she was a wanted woman. Authorities revealed she was running from outstanding kidnapping warrants out of Maryland, warrants tied to the mysterious 2019 disappearance of a 10-year-old child.
Let me ask y'all something. How many women in the chat that can have a 10-year-old that went missing and cannot go looking for that 10-year-old not one time, and that could go marry another man, have more kids, and carry on as if this didn't even happen? Years later, your baby daddy is still looking for the child you married and don't give a damn about a little baby girl. Do you know what could be happening to a little baby girl? She not worried about her child. She marrying Big Tigger. Hey, that's weird.
When cops opened her car doors, they found 2 young children inside, including the toddler she shares with Tigger. While the kids are now safe, just weeks ago, the internet was rallying behind Alicia Brown after horrific Ring camera.
Now, that means no parent is watching these children because of the decision that she made to do what she did. Big Tigger is not allowed around his kid. Big Tigger is not allowed around the kid. So she's not allowed around the kid now. She locked up. She locked up. Now, this video gonna hurt some people's feelings. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, look, check this out. I know I just came back. I need to let my hair down for this. Look here. Look here. I know I just came back, and I know it's some of y'all might be new to me. Some of y'all might just be some haters. And the rest of y'all ready for me to say something y'all can flag. The only thing I'm gonna say to you is this video gonna hurt your feelings. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because so many people talk about people from the past. And if those people from the past are here today, they wouldn't like none of them. Everything about us is about color. Everything about us is about division. Everything about us about some dumb shit. So they wouldn't like Martin Luther King. They wouldn't like Fred Hampton. They wouldn't like Malcolm X. They wouldn't like nobody. Because what they're on now is some weird shit. And this video says it.
People follow behind these fake black activists and all that lead with division and the white man is the devil and all that. And they got the nerve to scream Black Panthers and Fred Hampton and Huey P. When they didn't, that wasn't their movement. Their movement was togetherness. It was White Panthers and all of that. Like, look, this was the movement. For y'all that don't read and just keep following like this, like the Black Panthers was against white people. No, you got it all fucking wrong. Look.
The deputy chairman of the state of Illinois, Black Panther Party, Fred Hampton. And we said that we would work with anybody, form coalition with anybody that has revolution on their mind. We're not a racist organization because we understand that racism is an excuse used for capitalism. And we know that racism is a byproduct of capitalism.
This is the oppressed, this is the oppressors, this is the exploited, this is the exploiter. And these people in this class have divided themselves. They say, I'm black and I hate white people. I'm white and I hate black people. I'm Latin American and I hate hillbillies. I'm hillbilly and I hate Indians. So we fight amongst each other. And why? Because they want to keep you to believing that I'm your enemy And anybody else that's black and that wears a lot of hair on his head and hair on his face, they want to keep you thinking that he's your enemy. Why? Because if ever you would throw away that question of racism and started to dealing with little logic, there would be no one else you could attack other than hand to hand and other than Tricky Dicky Nixon. Papa Doc hated.
I see why. I see why they arrested this dude. I see why they attacked this guy. This dude was beyond his years. This was a smart individual. This man said, if we get rid of the racist lines and they start talking about races, and you stop looking at me as your enemy, they have nobody else to attack. Woo. I've been saying the whole time, it ain't about your race. It's more about classism. No wonder I'm shadow banned. Hey, look, white people, some white people, liberal white people, don't do to me what y'all did to the rest of them. I'm stupid. I'm slow. I'm drinking beer. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not serious about nothing I'm saying. Let me put a disclaimer on it. This revolutionary shit is I'm just putting a disclaimer on it. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I sound eerily similar, but I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
He hated everything white. Man, you couldn't put this white paper in front of Papa Doc's face. But he moved all the white people out and he took over and be a president. He did, causing no education. And the people that had been educated, they just said that we don't hate the motherfucker white people, we hate the oppressor, whether he be white, black, brown, or yellow. They've been educated, they just said that we don't hate the motherfucker white people, we hate the oppressor, whether he be white, black, brown, or yellow. So we got to know your educational program to find out what is going to be in the finale. I guess we think you fight fire and water. Best we're going to fight racism, not racism, but we're going to fight in solidarity. We're going to fight racism, not racism, but we're going to fight in solidarity. We're going to fight their reaction where all those people are getting together.
And so that statement right there would make most black people hate this man. They talk about him, they idolize him, but they ain't hear him. He said, we're not going to fight racism with racism. We're going to fight it with solidarity. That means you got to be cool with your fellow white man. And most people are moving with the spirit of hating white people. See, when somebody black preach togetherness and not division, they call him a coon. He would be called a coon right now in today's climate. He would be a coon. He said, we're not going to fight racism with racism. And what we see now is more racism. We got black people cheering on the death of white people. We got black people only want retribution and just getting away with it just because white people did in the past. We don't have people talking like this no more. This man ain't talking with anger. This man ain't talking with hate. This man is talking with peace. He says solidarity. He don't talk with hate like the people that we hear today. The YouTubers that get online and push division. This man that they idolize does not speak in that manner. So he would be hated in today's society. Man, welcome back. Y'all thought I was going to come back here on some nut ass shit. I'm going to get to the nut shit, but it's time to do what we do. Educate.
And have an international proletarian revolution. Right on.
But the majority of them don't read or don't know nothing. They just hear Black Panthers and Fred Hampton and all that and think that they was against white people. They wasn't. They wasn't. Same as when Malcolm X, when he came back from the Mecca, all that, the white man is the devil, that shit died. Because he found out the truth. Fred Hampton knew the truth. Huey P and all of them, they knew the truth. They connected. White Panthers, all of that. It's about togetherness. It's not about a white oppressor. It was about whoever's oppressing. Whoever's oppressing the people. Black, white, whoever. That's who we going at. Y'all got this shit wrong. Hey, yo.
So now the new oppressors are black people. I was right about this. The new KKK is black. They call YNs. The new KKK is black. They call street niggas. Ain't no white people rolling up on another black man saying, hey, nigga, where your city? Where you from? It's only us doing that. It ain't no white man stopping a dude from walking to the grocery store or to the corner store from another block It's a black man doing that. Nick, what set you claim? Dying over blocks we don't own. Where you from, punk? What set you came? You got a blue rag in your pocket or a red one? The gangs were invented to protect the community, not a gang killing our community. And we don't talk about it because we love this shit. And we love this shit. Well, at least we get some good music out of it. We love this shit. Say you love it. You know you love this shit. We get the good music out of it. We gotta love it. The music good because that's the only thing good. We doing all this shit for music. Babies dying, kids dying, women dying for music. For music. And at the end of this goddamn music, this is what we get. This is what we get at the end of this goddamn music. You motherfucking haters thought you were gonna stop this shit, boy. You ain't gonna stop this shit. You haters ain't gonna stop this shit because this God's work over here, boy. This God's work over here. I ain't put on this internet to argue with you niggas back and forth all day. You niggas stupid. I know how to think. Look at what's happening as a result of a culture that tells our women to be whores and our boys to be street niggas. This boy got 45 years at 17. What did I tell you? They're going to take away all of your 20s and 30s and let you out around 40. I think this guy would be out around 62 if he don't get an early release. If he don't get an early release, about 62. Let's let you hear this guy's story.
Y'all know me, your boy Prince Latif. I'm back again with another heavy one, y'all. I got a young brother in here with me in prison. Y'all know where we at? So I want y'all to listen to what he got to say and take heed. Now, I got a couple questions I'm going to ask him. Please pay attention. For the viewers out there, the audience out here on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is. What's your name, bro? What we call you?
Lil Shamar, but in the city they call me Lil Bro.
Lil Bro, Lil Shamar, alhamdulillah. Where you from?
Michigan City.
Michigan City, Indiana. Okay, so now clearly we in prison, bro. How old were you at the time that led to your arrest and your conviction?
I was 17.
17 years old. So all you 17-year-old, you teenage boys out there, please pay attention. Now, how old are you now?
22.
22. What crimes were you convicted of?
Murder.
Murder. So everybody out there thinking about committing murders, listen to what he finna tell y'all. So did anyone that you so-called trusted in the streets make a statement against you or testify against you for the prosecution in your case?
Yes.
They did. So now do you understand that there was no loyalty in them streets?
Sure.
He definitely does. You understand what he learned? No loyalty in the streets. Now this is a major question I want to ask you, and I want you to give me an answer to.
They always talk this real street nigga. I'm a real street one. I'm a real street one. And every time you open up somebody's file, it's a real street one telling on a real street one. Ain't no honor amongst thieves. Young nigga, you better listen to mama's cooking. I said that, boy, I'm like a goddamn ghetto genius. I said mama's cooking. It's a lot of mamas begging their sons, begging these little Negroes without daddies to do the right thing. Boy, don't go over here. Boy, don't hang with that friend. Boy, that friend right there gonna get you in trouble. It's mamas begging their sons not to do that. And get what their sons do. They do it anyway. 17 years old, 45 years, not listening to mama's cooking. And then guess what? This tipped the scale. This tipped the scale. Because mama can't get that boy to heal. But see, the reason why the scales say men raise kids better as a single parent is because if that boy don't listen to a man, we're going to put some foot up his ass. And we ain't promoting violence, but we're going to show him you ain't a man yet. Now, those were the numbers that I saw. You guys go look them up. But this boy is 17 years old. 45 years. These kids that are coming out of these single parent households are getting slave treatment. They are going to be the new slaves. Sweat equity is going to come from this young man. He is going to lose his entire youth. This guy is not going to be able to reproduce with a young lady, not protect a young lady. 17 with 45 years in the prime of his life. A daddy would have been able to say, you ain't finna do that. Ma! Sternum punch. And you get an understanding. Do you see how he's listening to this elder brother now that he's in a social construct of prison? He's there. This is probably the most calm and docile this young man ever been in his life. This is a killer right here. He is convicted of unaliving somebody, probably somebody that looked just like him. So this man took a life that looked just like him, and he got 45 years. But now that he's in that cell, guess what he's doing? He's listening to the guidance of an older man. And by the time that older man teach him and guide him, he's going to be a different man. But guess what? It's 45 years too late. It's 45 years too late.
At the age you are now, even though you're still young, bro, what advice would you have for a 17-year-old that was living how you was living at 17?
Listen to your mama.
Listen
never
to your
tell you
mama.
nothing wrong.
The man got 45 years and said, listen to your mama. Mama's cooking, bitch. The man got 45 years and say, listen to your mama. Boy, Kwame Brown is, they don't want to, I'm like a Renaissance man. Boy, they don't want to listen to me. They don't want to like me. They don't want to love me. They don't want to listen to me. But goddamn, what I say play out. What I say play out. I said it's mamas out there that can't do the discipline of getting these young men to listen, but they telling them the right thing. So that's why it takes man and women. It takes man and woman. Woman give the guidance and the discernment. Man lay down the discipline when the motherfucker don't listen. If he had a man laying down that discipline when he didn't listen, he won't have to get the discipline of that white man. He would have got the discipline of his black father. We used to have neighborhoods. We used to have real community, and we ain't involved white folks. We ain't involved the police. We discipline and neighborhoods, the whole neighborhood, the whole village, discipline that child. Now we got kids running amok because mama's talking to him, telling him, and he ain't listening to mama. And listen what he said. Not listening to mama got him 45 years. So how can you blame a black woman for telling them that? The only thing you can blame her for is procreating with a man that she don't want to stay with. Because these kids, whatever emotional thing that you women, some of you got going on to where you don't want to have their fathers around, whether you like him or not, whether he cheated or not, whatever the fuck you got going on with him, get the fuck over it. These kids need their fathers. And these white folks know it now because they see these kids jumping over top of cars, shooting all in the middle of the goddamn street. They know they need fathers now, but they getting ready to give these kids more time than a fucking clock. We have failed these kids by not telling the truth. All these politicians, all these people been trying to hide the ball and, oh, wait, black on black crime is just like white on white crime. And, no. They're about to give these kids more time than a fucking clock. They're about to be the new slaves. Sweat equity for our kids. And I think that's why politicians and adults have not been telling these kids the truth. No one gives a damn about your emotional disposition. Get your shit together. All right? Now listen to the young man that got 45 years that's telling you should have listened to mama.
Listen to your mama, bro.
That's
Niggas
deep.
that lead you in the wrong path.
You understand what he's telling y'all? Listen to your mama. Everything he going through, he in here with 45 years that he been having since he was 17 years old. And the advice he has for youngsters in the streets is to listen to your mama. What your mom was telling you when you was out there?
Stay out the way, focus on school. She kept trying to keep me in sports, but I was hard-headed. And I was too loyal. I was loyal to a default to people who weren't really for me.
Now let me ask you this.
This young man, dark-skinned young man, that could have been a husband to a wife, that could have been a father to some kids. He may got kids now, but this young man is rotting in a jail cell for 45 years. And I think one of the biggest problems is that he didn't have a father. If he had a man to encourage him and to jack his little ass up and get him to do the right thing, I believe he would not be in this jail cell. As much as people say that I'm not with my kids and this and that, ain't no way in the mother, boy, ain't no way. Not something that came out of this. Gonna act like, what? You came out of there? Boy, look at here. No way. See, we don't have legacy no more. There's families out there, there's black families that still thrive off of legacy and principle and values. And no, you not doing that. Not coming out of this here. No, daddy gonna fold your ass up. I'm gonna go to jail so you don't have to go to jail. I don't like jail. I don't want to go to jail. I've been a couple times, but I'm the holding cell Don. But I don't want no problem with jail. That shit cold, it stank, niggas is weird. But I would rather, if my son is gonna have to do that, I'd rather be in place of me kicking his ass to keep him out of jail. And I'll go for kicking his ass because that's love. But I'm not gonna allow you to act and behave a certain way that's unbecoming to my name. No, sir. Change your name and then you can do that.
If you listen to your mom, you think you'll be here today?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I know I won't be here today.
Alhamdulillah. So that's a simple but deep answer. The advice he has for people that's his age, when he caught that case, is to listen to your mama. And since he said that, I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. Alhamdulillah. Listen to your mama. You heard what he said. Assalamu alaikum.
Man, alhamdulillah. Listen to your mama. You heard what he said. I like that shit. Hey, look here, baby. Oh, she said Kwame back. Oh, girl. You better stop talking like that, Mercy. Mercy T, stop talking like that. It ain't one of them times, Mercy T. You gonna make me start flirting with you again. You already fine as hell. I'm sorry I cursed you out. I curse out a fine motherfucker. I don't give a damn. But I'm just saying. Fine, man. Fine. All right, let me find what I'm looking for because she done distracted me. I don't even like it. Distracted me like that. Let me find what I'm looking for. Find that one. What is going on with my goddamn on? I might have to update this thing. Hold on, let me stop looking cross-eyed, okay? Every time I look like this, I'm trying to get focused. Mercy, never mind. Let me shut up. Let me get my mind off of. Wow, yeah, DM doing shit. Be done DM Mercy T right now. I've been smoking. Can't keep my eyes off you. Nah. Get it. I want you. And nah. Look at she done put the motherfucking knockers on the screen and shit. You wrong for that, girl. Lord have mercy. Nigga like me can't handle it. Can you handle it? Lord have mercy. Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. Hey man, listen. Y'all gotta forgive me. Okay. My channel back. I've been smoking on that good. That's the only part I can say on that song. I've been smoking on that good. Yeah, that's it. Kwame Hill. Miss Parker. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind goddamn arguing with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes after that argument, boy, look at him. like to argue sometimes. Fuck that shit. Spice it up. Fuck you. Yeah, just a fuck you come out of nowhere. Man, fuck you. I hear that shit. And don't mess around and say bitch. It's gonna be a longer conversation, but boy, after that bitch word come out, boy, ooh, 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 ooh. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about man. Let me shut up. Boy, you've been smoking on that gas. I've been smoking on that gas. I've been smoking too much of that goddamn gas. What the hell wrong with me, boy? Baby, shut your bitch ass up. Acting like goddamn, you acting like goddamn, how I do it. You acting like that nigga. You better shut your goddamn mouth. Shut up, Kwame. Hey, I'm just saying, Kwame, shut your goddamn mouth, boy. What the hell wrong with you, boy? You smoking on that bullshit now. Smoking on that bullshit now. Just saying. This nigga about to be at a doghouse for it. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me see. Nah, it's late. It's late. She sleep. She sleep. Yeah. Shh. Quit snitching. Quit fucking snitching. She sleep. Mercy T is mine. She sleep. Fuck wrong with y'all. Y'all snitching ass niggas. Always goddamn trying to get. Why I can't get none? Y'all always want to hate on me. Tell on me and shit. I'm gonna get in trouble. Mercy T ain't gonna tell on me. Shit. Tell on her ass. She got a man too. Yeah, she got a man like I got a woman. Oh shit. We ain't gonna say nothing. Oh shit. We telling the internet. Oh damn. Shit. Shut up, Kwame. Let me play the video. I'm acting just like these dudes in this video right here. This is the biggest sell. If the shit in this video is true, listen, if the shit in this video is true, y'all can't get mad at me. This the big, I was doing a rendition of self-snitching just like this video right here. You know what I'm saying? I might well go tell my girl, yeah, I'll give it to Mercy T. I sure will. Cause boy, what these niggas talking about, they texting. No, listen, y'all not gonna believe this. I promise you, you will not believe the things that, shout out to Flacco. Let me say that. Shout out to Flacco. The things that Flacco is saying in this video, I still can't wrap my mind around it. Like, I want nothing to do with a street nigga. I don't want them around me. I think they the stupidest motherfuckers on God's green earth. If what he's saying is true, these dudes are dumb. They are the most emotional dummies, and it's not all of them. But I think that something happens to their brains when they call themselves a street nigga. It like melts circuits in their mind, and it make them think that mean they ain't gonna go to jail or something. Because if what's going on in this video happen, I'm gonna let it play as much as I can. But this shit is sad. Let's play it.
To charge Lil Durk with more murders. They just made a couple of chess moves right in front of our eyes that a lot of us missed, but Lil Durk and them didn't miss it, and they caught it, and they're moving rapidly to make sure the feds don't pull a fast one on them. But I'll be real, I don't think there's anything Lil Durk can do right now, bro. Lil Durk is absolutely 100% cooked. On top of the murder charges, Lil Durk is already fighting for the murder of Quando Rondo's cousin. Lil Durk's name has been linked to the murder of a Chicago man called Stephen Mack for a while now. But this week is the first time we're actually seeing a law enforcement agency making active moves to charge Lil Durk with this murder. They brought up the murder of Stephen Mack when Lil Durk was first indicted, but Lil Durk has a great relationship with the city of Chicago, more specifically the mayor. So Lil Durk reached out, his lawyers reached out to the city, and the city was able to issue a statement saying they have no intentions, no plans on charging Lil Durk with this murder. So the feds said, oh, really? Well, we believe.
Did y'all hear that? The feds had no intentions of charging Little Durk. I mean, Chicago had no intentions of charging Little Durk with the unaliving. The feds had no intentions of charging him with the unaliving. No, not the feds. Chicago. He has a relationship in Chicago. Now, go figure. Mayor in Chicago is Brandon Jennings, a no good son of a beep that really don't care about black people. So if there's a black person that's going down and alleging to murder for hire on black people, is Brandon Jennings want to be down because maybe Dirk can, give him a little campaign donations? Because if the feds got a superseding indictment that says this, then why didn't Chicago know?
The murder of Stephen Mack was committed in aid of racketeering, so that's federal. So we're going to start doing our own investigation here. And what we're seeing is they're strategically setting up certain pieces to make sure Lil Durk, before trial starts, gets charged with this murder. But before we get there, let's talk about the Stephen Mack murder, how he was murdered, and why the feds is linking Lil Durk to this murder. Two individuals was waiting outside of a youth peace center, and as Stephen Mack exited the youth peace center, they hunted him down and shot and killed him. They literally hunted this man down, chased him the length of a football field in the snow. Now, obviously, I'm not going to play this man gruesome murder, because despite his life decisions, this is still somebody's son, somebody's brother, somebody's boyfriend, somebody's father. But this was as gruesome as it gets. And when one person is chasing Stephen Mack like in the snow down the field, another shooter is shooting at the youth peace center because people are poking their head out the door. Before we even touch on the exact moves the feds have made this week to make sure they're charging Lil Durk with this murder, if you're still confused as to why Lil Durk is even being connected to this, how does two random dudes on camera killing this random dude, how does this tie back to Lil Durk? How do they know it ties back to Lil Durk? Well, let's slow it down for a second and let me bring in Old Flacco. So Old Flacco.
Boy, when he bring in Old Flacco finna break everything down. I'm talking about, I don't know how Chicago PD didn't catch this when the feds, it's simple. It's right. These guys gift wrap themselves to the feds. These guys literally said, hey, feds, we're gonna unalive people and we're gonna just let you get us. We're gonna talk about it in rap songs. We're gonna taunt people and we're gonna text about the money. Watch this.
Can explain to you exactly why the feds are tying this to Lil Durk. The guy on your left is Anthony Montgomery. The guy on your right is Preston Powell. These two dudes were responsible for the death of the Smashville GD leader, Stephen Mack. What the feds will claim is after Lil Durk's brother D-Think was murdered, Lil Durk became bloodthirsty. He put a bag on any and every GD in Chicago's head. He wanted them gone. According to an informant, at the time that Stephen Mack passed away, he was the respected leader of the Smashville GDs. So this was the perfect candidate to send a message to the city after Lil Durk's brother D-Think got killed. This right here is the suspected killer of Lil Durk's brother D-Think. Now you're probably asking yourself, Flacco, why don't Durk just get him? He's currently in jail for a double homicide, bro. All right, so even if Durk wanted to, he can't. Feds will claim that Lil Durk got Stephen Mack hit, not only because Stephen Mack was a GD, but Stephen Mack was also really close with the alleged killer. So CHS-1 has reported that Lil Durk was and still is offering money for people to kill those responsible for his brother's murder, and more specifically, offering to pay money for any GD that is killed. CHS-1 has also indicated that D-Think was killed by members of Dump Street. According to CHS-1, Dump Street is a GD faction on the south side of Chicago. According to CHS-1, Dump Street member Individual A was a close associate of Mack. According to law enforcement records, Individual A is currently in pre-trial custody for allegedly committing a double murder that took place at a Country Club Hills, Illinois. And yeah, that's the dude that we just showed you. Lil Durk hasn't been charged with this Stephen Mack murder, obviously, because they don't have enough to charge him. But what exactly do they have, and what's keeping them motivated to further this investigation to try to tie Lil Durk to this? So after Montgomery and Powell murdered Stephen Mack, Powell was not really connected to Durk. Montgomery was the one that had the OTF and Durk connection. So Powell trying to get paid, he trying to get his money. So Powell's texting Montgomery, bro, what's up with OTF? And Montgomery responded back, nothing, right? Because why you texting me this, bro? All right, so then Powell said, what you mean, they not paid? Montgomery texted back, we waiting. He come up here on the 17th. Durk had a show on the 17th, and he also filmed a music video on the 17th. The 17th came. Powell texted, stand on that. Why you with Durk and them? So he's saying, bro, if we ain't get paid, why you with Durk and them? All right. So then he texted him again. Did Durk gave you that money? Montgomery is a slimy dude, and he did Powell dirty, and we're going to break that down shortly. But texting about compensation for an open murder ain't the dumbest thing these two dudes did, bro.
If this is what being a real N-word is, I'm cool with being lame. I'm cool with being lame. Hey, dog, you know them dudes we unalive? I need the money for it. Hey, dog, you know them dudes we smoked? Can I get paid? Like, are you slow? What is your major malfunction? Dirk is finna rot in jail because he was so blinded by anger, in my opinion, for his brother that he hired allegedly some idiots to do a job, and these guys was texting about the money. And then little Dirk is gonna do a level of self-snitching that I never seen in my life. Little Dirk comes to the place with $1 million in cash at the damn interview with all his friends in the background. One of the boys texts, "Where's the money?" The dude texts back, Dirk is gonna be here on the 17th. Guess where Dirk was with $1 million on the table on the 17th? I'm talking about these niggas trade their life in. And I don't want to hear no Democrat talking about it's about money. Dirk was rich. Dirk decided to spend his money to unalive people, allegedly. This shit is sad. This is the dumbest case I ever seen in my life. The world's dumbest criminals. Watch this.
So I'm not sure if Lil Durk employed these dudes directly or if the bag was just up there and they went ahead and got it done themselves. But these two dudes are the dumbest criminals I've ever seen. Maybe not Powell. Montgomery is the dumbest. So Montgomery and Powell waited in the parking lot in their black Chrysler, waited for Stephen Mack to walk past him to go to his vehicle. Once his back is turned, they hopped out and killed him. So after they killed him, they have a vehicle parked, by the way, right? They hopped out the vehicle to do it. The vehicle is parked. These two dudes left the vehicle parked, panicked, and ran off after committing a murder. Not drive off, ran off on foot. Once they got a few blocks down the way, right? They got away. Montgomery realized he left his phone in the vehicle that they hopped out of to commit the murder. The vehicle that's on surveillance of y'all hopping out and committing a murder, and you left your phone in the vehicle, and it gets.
So the dude that's texting about his money back and forth, where my money? Where my money? That dude run off and leave the car where the camera see them getting out, chase a dude down the parking lot, shoot him down. And ironically, the dude who got shot down is allegedly one of the dudes that was involved in a pow pow in Atlanta that King Von was also allegedly involved in, which they placed the blame on the two deceased. Little Dirk was in a car allegedly with King Von and this other guy, and they blame both of these two dudes are now no longer with us. Boy, you can't keep doing this type of dirt. I told y'all everything I've been saying is coming. We could see it. I said these rappers, these athletes, these people are tied to trying to act gangster still. So they taking their money and they running through these neighborhoods, and that's how these little kids are able to get switches. That's how these little kids are able to get these machine guns. It's these stupid Negroes that done made a little money, keep running back to the hood and turning little boys into unalivers. That's what you decide to do with your leadership. That's what you decide to do with your money, is to run back and play tough in the neighborhood. Not run back to make a difference. Not run back to buy homes. Not run back to help fix the roads. You run back to go get little boys to do what you scared to do yourself. If somebody unalive my brother, I don't want to speak that into existence. If I feel that way about it, I'm going to walk them down and do it myself. You know why? Because I'm going to probably end up going to jail anyway. But I would serve a better chance of saying I lost my mind and doing it myself than to pay somebody. And now I'm going to prison for murder for hire. Them life sentences, them the death penalty charges. See, they can understand if you're a normally peaceful man and then you lose it and you throw yourself at the mercy of the court, they don't understand you playing gangster, playing mobster, and paying people to unalive people. They ain't gonna understand that.
Dumber. Okay, so Montgomery thought that he was doing some type of 4D chess move because 45 minutes after the murder, he called AT&T to report his phone stolen. Yeah, yeah, okay, buddy. All right. His phone was in the vehicle because it was still, man, cut it out, bruh. You would think this was a Lil Durk indictment because they brought a gang expert to testify that Lil Durk was confessing to the murder of Stephen Mack in the Aha song. Yo, bro, this Aha song got Lil Durk in a lot of trouble, bruh, because this Aha song was also mentioned in Quandorado's indictment. So it would say, on or about February 22nd, 2022, Lil Durk released a song titled Aha after Stephen Mack was murdered. Now, the gang expert says that they believe the lyrics to this song can reasonably be interpreted to be references to Lil Durk having people killed. For example, in one portion of Aha, Lil Durk rapped, "We be sliding through they blocks, they don't know we have. Buddy I got shot and we ain't claim it, but I can show his eye." Now, based on the gang expert's training, he would say, based on my training and experience and knowledge of this investigation, I believe that these lyrics can reasonably be interpreted to be a reference to Mack's murder. After Mack was murdered, an unknown individual recorded YPCs, which was the youth center, surveillance video of the murder on what appears to have been a separate video recording device, possibly a cell phone, and they distributed the video to a lot of people, including Durk. Here's the filming of the music video. And you know who was in that music video? You know who Lil Durk put in the music video front row? He put Anthony Montgomery.
Now, somebody got to please explain to me how Lil Durk is the voice of the streets and how he's so street. But then allegedly the dude that unalived someone is in the photo front row where he went somewhere and put $1 million on the table where somebody has been texting him about payment and money. Please tell me, how is this street? Somebody tell me how any of this is street. This looked like a bunch of show pony shit. I'm telling you, a lot of this shit is tied to femininity. Real killers don't want you to know they're killers. The unalivers that unalive people, the serial unalivers, they be secretive, and even they leave clues so they can be caught. So it's a known fact that these unalivers, some of them want to be caught. Some of them want to be caught. Because why in the fuck would you allegedly have dealings with text messages with people that's in the goddamn on photo with you? Well, you running around here with stacks of money around a bunch of hood cats that's been texting you about money for unalivings, allegedly. This is crazy.
Alleged killer of Stephen Mack. And you see Lil Durk circled in the middle and Montgomery is circled on your left. So you got lyrics that are expected or suspected to be about Stephen Mack, and then you have Stephen Mack killer in the video. Durk, this is self-snitching at levels I ain't never seen before, bro. You gotta relax. But the self-snitching don't stop here. No. You know they gotta make it easy for the feds, bro. Anthony Montgomery, the suspected killer of Stephen Mack, he posted to his Facebook story. He posted a huge amount of money. Now, he don't have a job. He don't have a business. So where did he get this huge amount of money from? Well, the feds have an idea, because when he posted a picture with a huge amount of money, he had a song playing and lyrics appearing on the screen. Now, when you make a Facebook story, you actually choose what part of the song you want to appear on your screen. Anthony Montgomery chose those specific lyrics. "We be sliding through the block and they don't know we have." So the killer that was in the Aha video with Lil Durk, the lyric that the feds pointed out that they believe is related to Stephen Mack, the suspected killer went from being in the music video to going to social media, posting a picture of himself holding up a lot of cash with the Lil Durk Aha playing in the background and those specific lyrics appearing on the screen. Boy, y'all got to stop making it this easy for them folks, bro. Whole time Preston Powwow is waiting to get paid. Anthony Montgomery got paid, and bro, he stopped answering Preston Powwow calls, man. Anthony Montgomery was arrested for a state case before he was arrested for this murder of Stephen Mack. Now, when he was arrested for the state case, the feds were already investigating him for this murder. So what happened was the feds put a confidential informant in his cell, And they got recordings of him confessing everything, labeling exactly how he murdered Stephen Mack, labeling who he did it for, giving the whole operation, how he picked up who he was going to do it with. This man told it all, and the feds got everything on recording. While in state prison for this gun case, they were already investigating.
So the dude that's front row in the camera, the dude that was texting about the money, the feds seen a bunch of money, seen the text messages, and now they done flipped two witnesses, one of it which in the camera with Little Dirk. This street shit is destroying our youth. This street stuff is destroying our youth. We keep praising this as if we don't know the script to this movie. Little Dirk is probably about to do life. His daddy had a life sentence and he came home, and now his son is about to have a life sentence, probably. And it's the sins of our father. He probably wanted to be like his daddy. And unfortunately, he's going to be just like his daddy. And this is sad. These brothers are going to prison screaming Black Lives Matter and Allah while unaliving each other at an alarming rate. Does Allah not tell you not to unalive black folks? Do they not tell you the commandments in Allah? What the hell is all these dudes doing unaliving people and then talking about Allah? This is crazy. But this is the culture. This is real nigga shit.
In Montgomery for the murder of Stephen Mack. So they put a confidential informant in the same cell as him, and he was wired up. He had a recording device, and he was recording all the conversations they was having with Montgomery, and Montgomery confessed everything they needed to know, everything. The paperwork says, while in state custody, Montgomery Wilson discussed Stephen Mack's murder with his cellmate, who, unbeknownst to him, had agreed to assist the government by recording their conversation. As discussed below, during his recorded conversation with the confidential source, Montgomery Wilson detailed how him and Powwow murdered Stephen Mack to collect a cash bounty from a Chicago-based rapper, Individual A, which is Lil Durk. So he goes, I told on Mike, we pulled up, nigga, his homie calling his phone, his homie and blank, we pull up to the lot. They tell us, man, there's an armed security. I'm like, cool, on Mike. So they say on Mike, which is like, you know, like they merchant it, right? So it's like on God. So on God, I tell Marley Ninja, you ain't got to do nothing. Keep a security guard off us. On my dead knees, you ain't got to do ish. So he's telling the story like, yo, he's just a super killer, brother. He's telling dude, man, bro, I'm going to do this all by myself, bro. I got it. All right. So he gave the dude order, which is, yo, keep the security guard off us. So we pulled up on Mike. We waited there like 20 minutes. I'm on FaceTime video with Lil Fred and they, man, keep us on FaceTime. I want to hear the shots. I want to hear this ish. So whole time, yo, these dudes is treating a real body as if it's like a television series. Hey, yo, I want to hear the murder, bro. Bro, what type of killers are you?
Keep it on FaceTime. I want to hear it. What the? Keep it on FaceTime. I want to hear it. Jesus Christ. Boy, these boys here.
I want to hear this ish. Ninja ain't even supposed to made it that far, Ninja. Only reason he made it that far, folk, I had that big ass gun. Bro, he talking about, bro, I'm usually a precise killer, bro. I usually, bro, get them down immediately, bro. He was only able to run and make that far because the gun was too heavy, bro. I had to run and chase it, bro. I'm usually too short when I bro, you're gonna die under that prison, bro. You not getting out of this? I had that big gun and I couldn't. I really don't want to be trying to shoot from no distance. I'm trying to really get on top of you, which he did. He got up close after Stephen Mack fell, got on top of him, and finished it off. So he explained that he had the 60 round in that bit, right? He let 3 shots out. When he first came out, Marley said to me, wait until he gets to his car. You're out tweaking. By the time he gets to his car, there's enough time to get a pipe. Scratch off anything. Well, that's what the CS says, yo, scratch off anything. So Montgomery says he wasn't going to let him get to his car, that as soon as he walked out, he says, man, as soon as he makes it halfway out in between our car and his car, bust door down, he already was on the car when he first came out. So He was on the car, meaning, but he already peeked the car and he was walking fast as hell trying to get to his car to grab pipe, just in case. So that's when Montgomery says, yo, he was on our car when he first came out the door. He looked, we behind 10. That's how the feds know that Lil Durk was involved in this beyond a shadow of a doubt. Durk put the bag up. They came collecting. Dude closer to Lil Durk got the money. Didn't give nothing to the other dude. Other dude goes on a run for 2 years. This dude get picked up, Anthony Montgomery, for another case. He told the CS everything they needed to know about his involvement in the Stephen Mack murder. Now, Preston Powell was eventually caught after 2 years on the run. They're both currently in custody, but they both...
Boy, that's barbecue chicken. I'm talking about it's barbecue chicken. That's barbecue chicken. That's two people going to testify. And that's a superseding indictment on top of this other stuff that they got going on. That's barbecue chicken.
Took a plea deal as of today. And this plea deal came, I think, a couple of days ago. But them pleading guilty was not good enough. They had to agree to certain stipulations. And the stipulations they agreed to, it was very strategic by the feds. They made them agree to this because these stipulations will make them charging Lil Durk with his murder a whole lot easier. And both Montgomery and Preston Powell are both cooperating with the government. The federal government has officially alerted Lil Durk and his defense counsel that they plan on using the murder of Stephen Mack against Lil Durk. So they said right here, the government informed defense counsel that it was considering filing a superseding indictment before trial that will make the Chicago murder of Stephen Mack and the attempted murder of AW, which is the case he called with King Von in Atlanta, which, by the way, those charges was dropped against Lil Durk because they say King Von did it. And King Von and THF Zoo, who both apparently were involved in that attempted murder incident, they are both dead. And they were the people that Atlanta PD is saying those were the two that committed those acts, and Lil Durk had nothing to do with it. So they go, we plan on bringing up the SM and the attempted murder in Georgia as relevant and direct evidence at trial. That you are this mob boss, you are the head of this criminal enterprise, and you are the one responsible for the murder of Stephen Mack. And so they asked, okay, what relevant, like how are you guys gonna prove this? Like, how are you guys gonna bring this up? Like what new evidence do you guys have? Well, Preston Powell and Anthony Montgomery, they recently pled guilty in a northern district of Illinois to use of a firearm during and in relation to a crime of violence, murder for hire, for murdering SN, among other things. Defendant Powell admitted there was a cash bounty for Stephen Mack murder and that he participated in a conspiracy with Anthony Montgomery Wilson to murder Stephen Mack and collect the payment. Now, Preston Powell was the person texting like Anthony Montgomery, hey, bruh, did Durk and them send you that money yet? Hey, yo, what's up with OTF, bro? OTF send you the money yet for Stephen Mack's murder, bro? Hey, bro, I need the money from OTF. He's now saying, yeah, I plead guilty. Yep, I killed Stephen Mack because OTF had a bounty out for Stephen Mack's murder. So now Preston Powell is cooperating with the police, with the feds. So now the feds got the murderer. He's claiming, oh, yeah, Lil Durk and them put the bag up for Stephen Mack. And this is going to be the direct cause to the superseded indictment where they eventually charge Lil Durk for Stephen Mack's murder. Durk is cooked, you're fried, bruh. Now listen, okay? If Durk is innocent, I pray he beat him, man. If he guilty, well, you know the answer to that, bruh. Cook him. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think of this, man? Do y'all believe? Do y'all think that Lil Durk is guilty? Do y'all think Lil Durk really did this? Do Lil Durk still got a chance? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen to find out why exactly Joe Rogan just created a really big problem for Black people. I'm going to see you guys in this Joe Rogan video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
Damn. Now let's get to some sector business, man. We seen I seen Rodney and them have a bunch of stuff going on. And I seen, like I said, that junkie, he ain't been live yet. He gonna go live in the morning at 1 o'clock. That nigga ain't been live yet, boy. I'm talking about, I've been checking. I said, this junkie wanted me to show him. I showed him and he ain't been live yet. Oh, he took down the video. Oh, no, he didn't. But he ain't make no another video. They don't put that junkie out. But look at what I saw, man. Hold on, these niggas been going after videos and shit.
Bro, you strolling through, bro?
These niggas,
yeah,
who the hell they really are. And it's more like him.
That's all.
If you listen to him, he'll tell you. If you listen to him, bitch. Niggas keep bringing up other niggas' name in their motherfucking mouth, bro. Shout out to the thumbnail lady. She hit this shit. She hit the nail in the coffin with this ugly motherfucker, this hair back guy. Ain't that what he say? What is it, HVAC? What he call it, bro?
Can you explain it to me? Because right now, you mentioning something about a joke.
Paying no nigga named Craig Hendricks no mind. This fuck.
Bro, that's why Wayne with the braids came for me like that. Niggas over some Rodney stop instigating you boneless wing eating greasy lemon pepper sweat back. Damn. Wayne with the braids, what I do to you? Shit crazy for real, Nacho.
Wasn't on nobody mind. That's gonna be one fucked up fight because he used to want to be down, bro. He a want to be down ass nigga, man.
Look at chill old photo, bitch. Oh shit, what?
Yeah, it was definitely your boy back then.
Make a head take up the whole photo. What? Oh, look at Whoopi Rock.
Bro, was Whoopi popping back then? Was Whoopi around still?
Nigga, don't see her fucking super chat right there?
Well, I mean, on the link, bro. We got to hit that. Paul.
Let me see. I don't know if Whoopi Rock hit the link or not.
Yeah, brand your page as a comedy page.
Yeah, man.
She hypnotized you, dog.
True.
What the fuck? I'm gonna let
That lady intentionally did.
Shit,
that nigga James.
Bro, look at this nigga, bro.
He changed his profile photo every 2 hours, dog.
Hey,
Hey, I want to show y'all this little sneaky little motherfucker right here. Let me stop this screen. I told you I want to show y'all this little sneaky little fucker. Told you I don't like this boy here.
Shut the fuck up, right? No.
He one of them little spoiled ass brats. He one of them little spoiled ass brats that didn't get enough ass whippings. He in jail thinking he going somewhere. Watch it.
Shit, bro. Let me out, bro. Let me out, bro. Bro, let me out, bro. Let me out!
This is exactly why I don't trust this little mother trucker. This boy unalive somebody and think he's supposed to get out. He has zero ideal of paying the consequence for what he did. That's why he's in the courtroom talking about how much of a good person he was and how young he is, and it shouldn't be the whole life. All he's worried about is him. This little son of a gun unalive somebody and think that he can break out in the interrogation room. A fucking idiot. This is how slow these unalivers are. You take off your ankle monitor as if they don't know, and you're whining and begging for them to let you out as if they can't see you, and thinking life is a game when it's not. That's why I don't trust this boy. Nothing that he said was real. Nothing. Everything was about him, worried about him not having a life no more. You took a life, you don't deserve a life.
Sit in that chair and don't move.
Shut the fuck up, guys. No.
Sit in that chair and don't move.
He thought he was tough. Shorty wanna be, someday gonna be, one day gonna be, Shorty gonna be a thug. He thought he was tough. What you so mad at? You thought you was tough. They talking about 145-pound Bruce Lee. Man, listen, here go another situation.
Remember this video of Big 30 sitting in the studio?
Street bullet, nigga. Who? Bird foot across the yard. Wipe out the whole pod, nigga.
Right. Okay. Then do y'all remember this freaking phantom letter that just popped out of nowhere right here? Entertainment disclaimer for music, video, promotional, and related creative content. The lyrics contained in these songs are a form of artistic expression and storytelling. They do not reflect the personal beliefs, intentions, or real-life actions of the performer. Like many works in the genre, the content is designed to evoke emotion, depict fictional or exaggerated scenarios, and entertain audiences. Any accompanying music videos, visual content, promotional materials, or performances are likewise creative works intended for entertainment purposes only. Such content may include dramatized, fictionalized, symbolic, or exaggerated depictions and should not be interpreted as factual representations of actual events, conduct, or intent. The performer does not endorse or encourage any unlawful or harmful behavior referenced in the lyrics or depicted in any related visual content. The song and many accompanying media should be understood in the context of creative expression, where themes and narratives are often dramatized for artistic effect rather than intended as literal statements of fact or personal intent, for entertainment purposes only. All right. The fans said, you know what? Go ahead and record, get on the mic. And it's what they didn't do that people should be paying attention to. But no further ado, let's go. United States of America versus Rodney White Jr. Here we go. Memorandum, opinion, and order granting defendant's motion to modify conditions of release, meaning it's already good to go. See, what they go on to say is defendant Rodney Wright Jr. is charged with kidnapping and conspiracy to commit kidnapping in violation of 18 U.S.C. 12018 and C in a criminal complaint filed in this district. So on April 6, 2026, Wright appeared for a detention hearing before the United States Magistrate Judge Annie Kristoff in the Western District of Tennessee. But it's all fed, so it doesn't really matter. Just bear with me on this one because it's going to make sense for the Lil Durk video I link at the very end of this that you must watch because I destroyed the hell out of the feds. Anyways, it goes on to say that Big 30 is out on a $100,000 bond and Wright was released subject to conditions that include travel restrictions, no contact with co-defendants, firearm restrictions, drug restrictions, location monitoring, and home detention. The government moved to revoke the pretrial release. And then the court said, hell no, finding that the government has failed to establish that Wright is a flight risk or that the conditions of release imposed by Judge Kristoff will not reasonably be assured. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, hey, y'all said all this stuff. I don't believe you. So Wright has now moved to modify the conditions of his pretrial release and basically say, permit me to go to these places, to a local recording studio, and also allow me to chat it up with my label. And then the government basically said nothing. So the government didn't take a position at all. And for those reasons set out below, the court grants rights motion to modify the conditions of pretrial release to permit local studio recording for employment purposes. Unopposed, you say. Let him go out and do all of these things, you say. I want y'all to see if you can catch it, because it ain't to be caught. They ain't saying shit about one particular thing that starts with an L and ends with an S. Roll it. And it says, when the government does not seek pretrial detention under 18 U.S.C. 3142, detention may only be considered on the court's own motion in a case that involves a serious risk that such a person will flee, which they already said he won't, and then a serious risk that such a person will obstruct or attempt to obstruct justice or threaten, injure, or intimidate or attempt to threaten, injure, or intimidate a prospective witness or juror. Where neither the government nor the court seek pretrial detention, the court is required to order the pretrial release of the person on personal recognizance or upon execution of an unsecured appearance bond in an amount specified by the court. And y'all can go on to see why they trying to say we got a whole bunch of shit from him, and if he goes and steps out of line, we're going to screw him over because we got DNA and all this stuff. And if we release him and all this stuff, it's going to be personally all right because he's not a threat. Then he goes on to say the judicial officer may at any time amend the order to impose additional or different conditions of the release. But basically, really, if Big 30 messes up, they're going to bring his ass back to jail. You ain't got to worry about nothing. So make sure that you know that you're sticking on thin ice, buddy. And then it says, in setting conditions under all of this stuff, the court task is to identify and impose the least restrictive.
So does this mean that the guy that's been repping his name the whole time is the one that's about to tell on him? I'm not sure what this means. Is that what this means? What up, Shotty? Is that what this means? My brother gonna DDT your ass. I just want to know, is that what this mean, that Big 30 is now somebody that might have got down? I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know.
Combination of conditions that will reasonably assure, not guarantee the defendant's appearance. Basically, show your ass up to court. Don't really be a burden. Or unsecured appearance, bond in a or intimidate or attempt to threaten, injure, or intimidate a prospective witness or juror. Where neither the government nor the court seek pretrial detention, the court is required to order the pretrial release of the person on personal recognizance or upon execution of an unsecured appearance bond in an amount specified by the court. Y'all can go on to see why they trying to say we got a whole bunch of shit from him. And if he goes and steps out of line, we're going to screw him over because we got DNA and all this stuff. And if we release him and all this stuff, it's going to be personally all right because he's not a threat. Then he goes on to say the judicial officer may at any time amend the order to impose additional or different conditions of the release. But basically, really, if Big 30 messes up, they're going to bring his ass back to jail. You ain't got to worry about nothing. So make sure that you know that you're skating on thin ice, buddy. And then it says, in setting conditions under all of this stuff, the court task is to identify and impose the least restrictive combination of conditions that will reasonably assure, not guarantee the defendant's appearance. Basically, show your ass up to court. Don't really be a burden on the court, and you're going to be all right because you're not going to court until February. Anyways, they talk about the Bail Reform Act and all of this stuff. And it basically goes on to say, the money is very important because Big 30 was able to show everybody, hey, bro, I got $1 million waiting for me when I get up out of here. And the court is like, well, you can use that $1 million. We ain't got to use our shit anyways. So it says, rather as explained above in setting conditions under section 3142C1, the court task is to ascertain and impose the least restricted shit. They're just going on to basically say, hey, man, if you're employed, you have a job and all this shit, it's not really on us to say that you can't work. And then you absolutely showed right here where they go on and say he explains that he is employed as a recording artist with Endless Entertainment under the professional name Big 30 and is expected to have ongoing professional obligations that include delivery of master recordings, music videos, marketing participation, promotional participation, media obligations, and related commercial exploitation activities that created a need for access to professional recording studios and production personnel in the Memphis area. I would have been curious, though, if the feds would have reacted to this shit. Then it goes on to say, right further suggested the following safeguards to limit the proposed modification. Basically, let them know when I'm going. The studio that I'm going to, the roads that I'm going to go there. I'm going to keep my GPS powered up. I ain't going to talk to nobody. I ain't going to have no guns. And I can't do no concerts, live performances, promotional appearances, music video shoots involving public crowds. clubs, bars, or public events unless separately approved by the court or pretrial services. So technically, he kind of can, as long as these people know. Then it says authority for pretrial services to deny, limit, shorten, reschedule, or revoke any studio approval, and pretrial services determine that the session is inconsistent with supervision, safety, or the court's conditions. And it says these additional safeguards largely mirror the existing conditions imposed on right, such as travel restrictions, no contact with co-defendants, and guns and all that. Basically said you were already allowed to do a lot of this.
That nigga say take the plea. He better take the goddamn go plea. Cause boy, look at here. It's all over but the shower. These dudes traded their life away trying to be Screek. They literally traded their life away trying to prove something to people that you can't prove nothing to. They life over, in my opinion, or a large portion of it is on pause for being Screek. And these people had money. He could have took his whole family out of poverty, his generational family out of poverty. But allegedly, he was paying for TTT. That's crazy.
Shit, so it ain't really gonna hurt us to allow you to do any of this stuff. So the court determines that permitting right to access a recording studio, subject to both the existing conditions and safeguards set above, is good with us. So these reasons explain he good. He can go ahead and leave, go to a residence. He can basically start booking recording sessions. So if you start sending promos and all this shit, you definitely can pay for it. You definitely should get a big 30 verse. And then it says just go straight to the studio and come back. And there you go. It says make sure GPS is charged. Don't go anywhere you ain't supposed to. And then don't have any contact with anybody. And obviously no guns and all this shit. And really, they can say, if you book a studio session that's like 12 hours and all this shit, we can knock it down to 8. Just check in with us before you do. And it is dated July 7, 2026. The feds never state in that damn motion granted by the judge. Well, the judge never says it. The feds never even said, hey, we need approval of what it is that you say. Y'all don't find that interesting? Hold on, is my mic on? My mic on? My mic on? Is the phone working? Is the cameras working? Is the computer working? Is the laptop working? Is the internet working? The feds didn't even say, hey, bruh, you can work. Just let us know what you're working on. They just set Big 30 ass up, man. They didn't. They did. When the feds didn't file a motion to basically say no, or they didn't say you can rap in your house, which in the first clip you seen him rapping in the house, when that wasn't a thing, it wasn't stipulated, nor none of this shit, then they like, yo, bro, technically you could go do shows. Technically you could go do appearances. Technically you can do all of this shit, but just let us know what you're going to be doing. Means hit us off on what it is that you're going to be going to, so that way we can extra monitor that. Please remember, note and know that
I don't know what the hell going on. Let me take that down. I don't know what the heck going on. I think there's a bunch of flags going on now, so let me stop. Damn.
Police know Myron Henry was not their target, but don't know why they took aim at him. Fox 4 Sean Rabb has the surveillance video and the detective who needs your help.
We are outside the Bruton Food Mart. We're at Masters and Bruton, 2015 North Masters. Detective Casey Shelton, Dallas homicide, where Myron Henry, innocent man, lost his life June 9th. What happened here, sir?
So on June 9th, in the evening time, about 6:30, 6:45, Mr. Henry was sitting along the glass next to the food mart, minding his own business, living life, doing his own thing. Just a good person. And then about 6:20, an individual that we found on video that's unmasked. He's just wearing white shirt, dark shorts, sneakers, and it looks like he has his mask on his head. He jumps the fence over here about the concrete and the fence.
Yes, sir.
Walks right past Mr. Henry. Doesn't even pay attention to him. Comes over here, looks, leaves. 20 minutes later, the suspect vehicle, which is a Jeep Grand Cherokee, okay, comes down the alley on this side of the concrete wall and stops just around the corner. Two of the evil men that were in that vehicle get out, run around the corner with masks on, with semi-automatic rifles, run right past Mr. Henry, who's still sitting here. They come around the corner, they start shooting their semi-automatic rifles towards people. Okay, they strike somebody and he lives. Well, when Mr. Henry hears the gunfire from the video we see, all right, he jumps up and he starts running back towards the back of the store. The individual that we saw first without his mask, now he's rounding the corner, all right, with his mask on, and he's got a rifle. As he's coming around the corner, he sees Mr. Henry and directly shoots at him, all right, with his semi-automatic rifle. Just murders him for no reason. Mr. Henry falls between two vehicles. About the time he falls, these two evil men as they're running back, they see what transpired, and one of them turns his rifle and shoots at Mr. Henry.
There are three men, but one of them we see clearly with no mask on.
That's correct.
Look, let me ask you, is it clear enough, the video clear enough in your opinion, Detective Shelton, that if you know him, you'll know him?
It's pretty clear. Somebody knows who this is, and they're going to recognize him from the video.
How can folks get at you, Detective Casey Shelton?
They can reach me directly at 214-283-4900. They can call or text that number, or they can email me, c.shelton@dallaspolice.gov.
Myron Henry did not deserve to die, doing nothing wrong. Help Detective Shelton and Dallas Police solve the murder of innocent Myron Henry. Bring justice for his family.
And you can also watch past trackdown stories, and maybe you can help solve a crime. Go to the Fox 4 YouTube page, youtube.com/Fox 4 News.
Reporting live from Hyperscale. Man, that was crazy. That was freaking crazy. Let's see something. I showed that nasty Negro Charleston White. But damn, it's almost, it's getting late, boy.
Fox 4 Sean Rabb has the surveillance video and the detector gunfire. I'm Clarice Tinsley. Police know Myron Henry was not their target, but don't know why they took aim at him. Fox 4 Sean Rabb has the surveillance video and the detective who needs your help.
We are outside the Bruton Food Mart. We're at Masters and Bruton, 2015 North Masters. Detective Casey Shelton, Dallas homicide, where Myron Henry, innocent man, lost his life June 9th. What happened here, sir?
So on June 9th, in the evening time, about 6:30, 6:45, Mr. Henry was sitting along the glass next to the food mart, minding his own business, living life, doing his own thing. Just a good person. And then about 6:20, an individual that we found on video that's unmasked. He's just wearing white shirt, dark shorts, sneakers, and it looks like he has his mask on his head. He jumps the fence over here about the concrete and the fence.
Yes, sir.
Walks right past Mr. Henry. Doesn't even pay attention to him. Comes over here, looks, leaves. 20 minutes later, The suspect vehicle, which is a Jeep Grand Cherokee, okay, comes down the alley on this side of the concrete wall and stops just around the corner. Two of the evil men that were in that vehicle get out, run around the corner with masks on, with semi-automatic rifles, run right past Mr. Henry, who's still sitting here. They come around the corner, they start shooting their semi-automatic rifles towards people. Okay, they strike somebody and he lives. Well, when Mr. Henry hears the gunfire from the video we see, all right, he jumps up and he starts running back towards the back of the store. The individual that we saw first without his mask, now he's rounding the corner. All right.
He said, what if heaven was hell or vice versa? Pastor Troy said, what if heaven and hell was vice versa? Man, that's crazy. Salute to you, Genesis 1.
Right, with his mask on, and he's got a rifle. As he's coming around the corner, he sees Mr. Henry and directly shoots at him.
Somebody black. Somebody black. But listen, man, that's my time. I'm finna turn down and go to sleep. Man, salute to y'all. We back up in this thing. We are back. You haters didn't win. You lost. So, hey, man, y'all be blessed. I will be back at y'all tomorrow. I'm gone.